everybody, welcome back to another NBA playoffs and 2K Sports for Game 5. As we're ready to get this thing started off for our next part of the game. And as for now, Jay is back with me for the pregame show. And we have our next matchup. The Clippers and the Nuggets are ready for it again. And as for this time, it's going to be a great matchup as both teams are tied for 2 in the series. But the next one's going to be bringing in for the leadoff in the third, for 3 for 2 in game number 5. But who will that be? Will it be the Clippers or the Nuggets? Starting head coaches in the range of a new replacement for the Denver Nuggets, and as for Tyronn Lue, he will stay the same for the Los Angeles Clippers. Now let's get this thing started right now as I have our next commentary standing in by. Joining us here, I have one of our big takes on this Boomer, and he's also along with the other commentators with Gangsta Beast, and also, of course, we all know for Ali LaForce here for the center court, and for our third commentary, I have his ballpoint pen. It's going to be a great matchup here, and we are really super excited. I can't wait to see what's going on. Get ready to prepare for this. Clippers and Nuggets are ready for our Game 5. Let's get this game show started. It's next on 2K Sports. And as we're approaching down to the locker room as they're getting ready for our next preparation of Game 5 in Mile High. Hey everybody, I am Boomer and I'm here with my broadcast partner along with the others with Gangsta Beast and Ballpoint Pen. And joining us from the sideline of the reporter is Ali LaForce. Game 5 as we're ready to approach things down here at Mile High. It's one of our biggest takes in as we are sure enough to get back into it. James Harden is with Chris Dunn. Norman Powell's with Kawhi Leonard. And Zubac right towards center. Michael Porter Jr., he's from small forward. He's with Nikola Jokic. Aaron Gordon for power forward. Then across from here is Jamal Murray. And, of course, we have one player left, Christian Braun. Tyronn Lue, and, of course, it's going to be one top show. So the Nuggets will win the tip-off here as we're all set, ready for Mile High. Game 5 starts now. Gordon starts back, and we'll find again Jamal Murray. Murray looks over to get a Porter Jr. Porter Jr. rolls a swing to Murray. Murray pass finds the over to Christian Braun. Braun for the finish drive. That's going to be a foul penalty. Bucket to 1 to start off for Christian Braun. Wow, Christian Braun set through that game. That's for his first drive, makes it in.
First team down. At the line for 1.
So Christian Braun will get his first free throw again, shooting 1. What sometimes I really say about Christian Braun, he was really like all that professional rookie players. This is what everybody gets in now. And for Braun, it was this great start to make that one go right from the top of the target line to give this one a good chance. I've been seeing so much of it for Christian Braun to give that a nice range. This step in was a great drive to make it successful. So Braun knocks down the free throw. It will have his 3 points in the game to start for his first. Here's James Harden with the ball. Shuffles it around again, now finding it again on Norman Powell. Powell, done for 3. This will be a first miss for 3 for Dunn. As Jokic checks the rebound and finds the good goal. Murray pass now as they get a Jokic. They get back to Murray. Finds a floppy set motion. Watch again. Gordon from outside. Gives to Braun. Down to 5. Finishing the drive. This one is ripped off and Powell with the rebound. Over to Leonard. Leonard. Here's Powell for 3. That one just brings around the net and left. Murray suddenly across now has to begin to Jokic. Jokic finds a pass again to Murray. Murray finds it over. Braun with a shot inbounding with the shot. A great drive here as Braun's got his second bucket of the game. He has 5. Well, sometimes the 5-pointers really give him a good look. Braun's got a great start in the favorite. That shot won't go in. That's another missed by the LA Clippers. Now Braun will have the ball. He will have it again. Porter Jr. Gets to Gordon. Gordon. In motion. Drive right. Stopped by Kawhi Leonard with a great solid rebound. And now into the middle. And this one's stolen by Porter Jr. Gives to Aaron Gordon. Gordon steps over to Murray. A little short here. And this one will get back to James Harden. Gives to Powell. Here's a change off and a foul. It's going to be Porter Jr. His fourth personal and a first team foul for Denver Nuggets. Well, this is starting out very badly for Denver Nuggets as they really have tried to get it on here so hard. They don't really play it oftenly and they don't play it really well. This is not how you're going to start that off. With this first foul, Norman Powell has really seemed to believe that he might have to get his own free throw the right timing to get there. First free throw coming up for the Los Angeles Clippers with under 6 minutes remaining in the first quarter of the game. Norman Powell looking for his way to answer it in to start with his first one in. Powell has the first free throw down. Norman Powell's really like showing his off. The eye is the sky, and what Norman Powell has really been up to. This Norman is really like putting a storm after, and he really has to get this one in next goal. Sometimes they don't change it oftenly, and they really have to get this a new change. But they really don't talk about it now. Powell have to be playing in for the Mavericks. He's Porter Jr. now finds again to Murray. Murray will give it to Porter Jr. as again to Gordon. Gordon gets to Braun. Braun with the shot. That's good. Number 2-pointer for Christian Braun. He has his third. 3 for 3 on the court. He's really perfect. Christian Braun, look at this. Playoff for some secondary inbounding. Really will have to be going for in mind to keep things in. Here's Harden. 6 to shoot. Harden for 3. That one will send you triple. Now James Harden's got his first 3-pointer in game number 5. He was really staggered out there once. James Harden is like the beard man. He can definitely try and light the game out here. Since remembering in game number 2, it was nowhere near, not even a match. Murray to Braun. Braun with a shot. That will be 4 in a row. Braun's got 9. 4 out of 5 in the range of the field goal. He's still like he was going to prepare for the battling range, but he won't try to desperate at all at the right time. Yeah, it can be a little challenging to play, but more than that the Clippers will have to give that one a close range effort to keep things from going. Murray finds it over again to Aaron Gordon, and he's off to Christian Braun. Braun has it to Gordon. Gordon moves up. Try to watch him in. Gordon, pass to Porter Jr. with the shot. Drives good. Porter Jr. with the first bucket in. Under 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Here's Harden. Harden. Back pedals it. The screen for Leonard. Harden. Back to Kawhi Leonard. Gordon watching him. 5 to shoot. Backstep, fades, on a shot, over to Gordon, and rebounded by Christian Braun. Braun's got a second rebound of the night. As he'll have that one right over the way, again to Jokic. Jokic will swing again to Murray. Murray will switch it off, trying to look for a screen on ball, and he has it to Jokic. For the 3, 8 quarters no good for Jokic. Here's done. In middle, Leonard. And he'll give him a rebound for Porter Jr. Never missed here for the Los Angeles Clippers. Here's Braun. Sets to Porter Jr. Porter Jr. Gives it over. With a shot, drive good. Michael Porter Jr. with 4 points in the game. 18.2 is their point percentage, and he really has started out with the right time. Well, they may have to be down, and never won't be enough to give it going. First time out given by Los Angeles Clippers. They'll talk these over to get ready for the next tip-off, to get that one, next scrimmage, get from possession with the ball. But really, they don't talk about what they were supposed to be able to do This really is just how hard the key is going to make him feel like we're not really all for anybody who could definitely like be one or the other. But as I was saying it before, they really are just giving some instructions on tip advising there's no change to make this one easy step. I mean, they don't talk about it at all. I mean, I don't know what would they say, but it seemed like that this might not be the option if you're going to keep things in from line to line. So they're going to have to try to keep it going for them. No one wants to know how they're going to cover the man. And with anybody who can definitely try to like pull a crucial on stopping the one of the guys, it's not going to happen. They just really need some time alone to give this one scoring in drought. That's all that happens. Substitutions coming in for the Clippers as Sarah Jones Jr. shipped in, as Sarge is shipped on the court along with Najee. Simmons finishing the drive right in the middle. This will be a 13-8 run, down by 5. Russell Westbrook set to Watson. You know, they'll find Braun. Braun to pass to Najee. Najee again to Watson. Watson pass to Westbrook for the finish drive. That's good. Russell Westbrook with his first bucket in. It is 15-8 score. That was some big Westbrook drive. That one is my kind of line I would like to see. How he does, we say him. Here's Najee with the ball finding Westbrook. For the finish. Hop in. Go. Westbrook's got his second bucket in. 4 points in the game. Under 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Here's Harden. For the 3. That one misses again. Rebound by Watson. It is first rebound of the night. And I'm going to get Westbrook. Moving around a little bit will be the Nuggets, and that ball's been taken over. Here's Bogdanovic for the finish. Drives good for Bogdanovic.
The assist, James Harden.
And off to Westbrook. Westbrook looks off. Braun. In the drive motion. Gets 2 hands, slam down. After Westbrook with the assist, and it goes with Braun with some scoring drives. He ranks it only 11 in points in the game. He was really on a high flying already. No one is trying to make him stop. Never is to deny yet. Oh, Najee! He got his rejection. Oh, that's a great story. So gives it up for the Bucks. Oh, yeah. Really would love to see Najee getting that first blood. Braun now fine. Sarge for 3. That makes it in. From outside for Darius Sarge, he's got his first 3-pointer tonight. Braun with the assist, 50 seconds remaining. Harden with the finish. He'll take the drive to scoop it in. And off to Westbrook. Westbrook pass to Sarge. You know, having to give it Braun. Braun pass to Westbrook. 30 seconds remaining at first. Watson. Watson. To Najee. That was a good scoop try. 24-12 to score. That's Watson with the assist. Here's Harden. From 3-point range. And it's Simmons with the rebound as he picks this up with one hand rebound in. And now as Westbrook will decide to help things up with under 15 seconds remaining in the first. This gives a nice chain look. It's a strong start. This is what's good for them for the Nuggets. They really are sure enough that they will keep the lead up and going. Braun for the 3, that won't be enough, and they'll end the first quarter. 24-14 is the score. They're up by 10. We'll see how well they do with the second quarter of the game. And we are approaching the end of the first. There's only 3 more to go before the first half comes to the end. Next one will be the second quarter. Be back soon after this. And if you're just tuning in, we get ready to get started for the second quarter in Mile High. great start here for the Nuggets as they already have the extension up for 10. Alright guys, I know what you were looking at. Can you tell me how big the Nuggets were out with a great start?
Well, I've been believing on it, so, I mean, when I say now with James Harden, he's really got to try and, like, give some else another direction, too. But sometimes the Denver Nuggets have been doing really well. I think they're going to play hard, do the right thing, and hopefully they'll get this down straight.
Yeah, I agree with him. Let's hope they keep it going. For the start of the groups for the Clippers, you have James Harden. He's with Coffee. And it's Eubanks right towards center. And then from outside, we have it across as Nicholas Batum. And finally, Norman Powell. Bogdanovich watching on him. Here's Porter Jr. He finds Dario Saric. Saric for the finishing drive. Off the mark, rebound by Jokic. Jokic getting his first rebound today. Now he gets a second. Just 6 to shoot. Porter Jr. for 3. That's missed again. Jokic up. Good. That will take in for the rebound as Jokic gets his first bucket in. Now James Harden will have his ball. Crossover. Alley-oop to Eubanks. Right over in the wing. And great pass here for James Harden as he gets his first assist. Doesn't really stand at that point. There's no way to make the exception I'll do it for a job like they did done. They really have got to long passes. Better communication than they had. Westbrook finds the end of Porter Jr. He'll give it over again to Saric. Saric around with 2. That will make a good drive, and this will be the number 2 quarter for Dario Saric. He has 5. Coffee with the ball. On his way down, the attacker goes right to the rim, and he makes a pain right toward in the rim, near the paint. That one is going to make him sludge afterwards. There is no stopping to this. That's going to make him feel uncomfortable. Murray with the pass. Russell Westbrook. Saric sets the screen. Here's the cut. Over for 2. He'll make the finish drive go in. Westbrook's got 6 points in this game. He's 3 for 3 in the field goal. Coffee against Westbrook. And there will be a blocking foul. That will be on Westbrook. He's first. And your first team foul for Denver. Next substitutions are on the court. As Harden's checked out, Dunn and Leonard are checked in. The Nuggets are making new changes. As Saric is checked out, and checking back on the court is Aaron Gordon. Here's Dunn. Finds Leonard. Porter Jr. on him. Here's the cut with the switch. Great defense here by Jokic, as Porter Jr. will have his 5th rebound in the night. He's really paying impatiently. Playing for Michigan was to really start to make his own mission. With this successful range, that happens with Porter Jr. every game. You know what happens? It makes anybody feel like they're really on a great start. This separate range is not really the easy way to get through. Great defense by Drew Eubanks, as he'll get another rebound in.
That's really what the defensive rebound is like, pushing off. There's no separation. Shot clock and game clock is impossible.
The rebound puts in for Jokic. He'll get his 5th rebound of the night, and he will now make his way off. He'll now have it to Westbrook, setting a floppy motion. And here's Murray. Murray watching on him. Looks to Porter Jr. Back to Murray. Finding the cut. Westbrook. For the free throw line. That will make it in. That is 4 for 4 for Russell Westbrook. He's got 8. Jamal Murray makes the assist. The Blue Arrows making it look good. The cleanoff is definitely what they all take. They really have been showing off everything. Batum on Gordon with the shot. And that will get it right in toward the net as he gets another defensive breakdown on Aaron Gordon. Here's Jamal Murray with the ball. 4:25 left to remain in the first half of the game. Has it to Aaron Gordon. Passes to Westbrook. Westbrook in corner. Find the pass to Jokic. Over with the layup. He'll get it back. And Gordon will reset the draw. Gives to Porter Jr. Around Leonard. For the 2. Jump shot's good. Porter Jr. with 6 points in the game. It's a 34-20 game. Man, they were like leading it off that point. I'm not sure what they're going to do. Looks like that the Clippers really have to try to work it off. The pass to the 2. Foul for 2. That one misses. Rebounded by Murray. Murray finds a pass to Gordon. Gordon on his way. Oh, what a jam! And now is a reverse. He does this way instead of going forward.
Can you believe that Eric Gordon was going to get that slam down? That really is making this a pow wow moment. That's a bow wow for the Gordon.
Timeout given by the Clippers with only 3:28 remaining. They're really on a full press off. They cannot believe that they've really been like giving it all what they can. And we heard about the force talking it in, and what a great dunk is by Eric Gordon, presented by the AT&T 5G Sling Kit. Talking to Riley LaForce, says she has been noticing that this is what the team makes. Tyronn Lue is really making this look on easier days. For his last playoff game, he really has talked to one of his teammates here about Tyronn Lue showing us how he's really making it handle. And for the playoffs, he really has made it his own record. His one is not turning to be one of the best ones here. 57 over 41 records in the playoffs in his coaching career. And that was not only his game is. However, he really has made that one look easy enough. But the hard part is, first round is not going to make them easy at the right setup.
You know, that goal is not going to push Tyronn Lue to the next level, but he's really like showing it off tonight. They really had no patience left. And with that, this is going to make us feel difficulty and makes it harder for them to like try to stop running. There's no choice. No better playoff resounding. No playoff standings. This really has to get this one at the right strength. They've got to work it off right away.
Substitutions are on the court. As for the new players on the court for the Clippers and for the Nuggets, we have some couple players are on the court. Zubac is checked back in. Also with Ben Simmons as well. Then it's Bogdanovich right to the outside and Derek Jones Jr. in center. Christian Braun's back on the court with the team as they'll be ready to take things on for the next level in the second quarter. Jamal Murray will set it over to Gordon. Gordon looking for another throwdown here. He'll find Christian Braun. Braun with the fade on Bogdanovich. The drive. Hard setup, but he couldn't get the finish in with his fingertip. Clippers need to get to finding three for a second, and Bogdanovich misses again. Murray will set it again to Porter Jr. Porter Jr. swings to Murray. Murray swings off to Nagy. Nagy slides back. In toward the wing. Pass to Porter Jr. Porter Jr. for the finish. The drive so good. Zubac with the rebound again to Simmons. He's off to Bogdanovich for three. That will trip it in for a three-pointer. 36-25 is a score.
This is like what happens to Bogdanovich. He's literally like making it look clear and comfortable scoring. There's no drought. Now a bigger choice. Everybody's going to like keep things on. This roll-off can be like playoff embedded in. Not a choice that they would have. Nagy. Pass to Gordon with a reverse drive to it. Gordon has gotten 4 points in the game after Nagy with the assists. This really has to keep it in here for Gordon. This short drive is really like impressive. He can't make that drive either. There's a lot of miscommunications for the Clippers if they really cannot just make that score again. That is definitely not going to happen.
Murray now finds Braun. Braun gives to Porter Jr. Nuggets with a nice pass movement. Here's Nagy. Braun Zubac. Good. That will be Nagy's second point of the game. And they have a 120.8 on his point percentage. Looks like that field goal is going to really take on a lot of the credits. Here's Simmons. Pop-up shot. No good. Rebounded by Porter Jr. Just coming down to a final minute in the first half of the game, as we now have Porter Jr. again to Gordon. Here's a set to Braun. Braun. Pass to Porter Jr. Gives to Gordon. Gordon. Sidesteps it to Porter Jr. For the finish. Dropper goes in for the teardrop on Porter Jr. for 8 points. And Aaron Gordon with the assist. Don't forget, folks, we have our halftime show coming up for you, as you'll have our biggest moment of the Nuggets as they're pushing their way into Game 5. And for Nuggets, they're looking for a winning series in Game 6 after the beat against the Los Angeles Clippers. Well, they'll find out. What will they change in? Freddie Johnson, along with Kenny Smith and Shaq O'Neal, will be the halftime reporters, and they'll be next after the first half. Coffee checks in for Kawhi Leonard, and as Porter Jr. and Gordon are checked out, Watson and Sarge are checked back in. Just 35 seconds remaining. Murray will give it again to Christian Braun. Braun passes to Watson. Watching in, Watson, pass to Nagy, around Zubac. Great defensive hit here for Zubac, and now Simmons takes it over. Simmons, Coffee for two, that's good. Number 2 pointer for the Clippers, as this will be Ben Simmons. Murray setting up across on the floor, down to 10 seconds remaining in the first half. Slides it back. Here's Saric, 4 seconds. 3, put it 2. And that will drop it in. 44-29 to score. We have approached halftime, and we will pause this here in Mile High. Biggest take in all in action in Mile High. Be back soon after this.
Let's have a look here for the first half. This is what happens with Ben Simmons and their team. The Nuggets have been pushing out their boundaries to give this one a good shots. Better angles is definitely the work. And then the second quarter, they are up an extension 44-29. Let's have your takes, infamous piece, of how they've done for the Nuggets. Well, I gotta say now, the Nuggets are really on a strong pace. They're not really sure what it's gonna change out. They really have been pushing it up dominantly. And how about you, Jay, for the Clippers? Well, the Clippers really have to try and give it all what they need to do. So they're gonna have to push it off again. Anyways, we are about to get things started for the third quarter, so we'll see you back later after this. You've been watching the halftime show on 2K Sports. Welcome back to Mile High as we're ready to start the third quarter. As it's only our biggest Mile High team, we spot on the big take. It's the extension, 44-29. Let's see what happens with the Clippers. They find an answer for the third quarter. Here are starting groups for the Nuggets. Murray's with Christian Braun, but it's Jokic straight center. Porter Jr. is the small forward, and Gordon in power forward position. Jokic with the rebound after a ball steal. Now it's back to Gordon. Gordon spins it over to Porter Jr. Porter Jr. watching it. Gives off to Braun. Braun sets it over with the 2. That one misses. Rebounded up by Harden. Here's James Harden against Jamal Murray. In the middle. And a drive. What a take-in slam. Are you kidding me? That beard man is definitely wide alone in the middle. He wants to see that crowd showing off. It looks like nobody is on the fence. That's a big Nike moment. Nobody's watching him. What a terrific slam presented by the AT&T, the 5G slam cam. Again to Braun. And off to Porter Jr. Porter Jr. with the spin, fades, bumped him out, back to Murray. Murray will reset the group, now finds it to Braun. Braun passes to Murray. 3 to shoot. Into the middle, the try. Floater's good. Murray takes it in with his first 2, and he's got his bucket in. He's been waiting for a while, and now he's got the point in. Good start. Powell for 3. Missed it again. Jokic knocks the ball out of Zubac's hand, and he'll keep LA ball again. Now Hayden with the ball, dish over. Back to Harden. Harden, Powell for 3. That rolls in and out, and it's rebounded by Porter Jr. He got his 5th rebound of the night. He's off to Murray. Murray setting across that pass to Porter Jr. Again to Jokic. Jokic. Give to Gordon with a slam. And it's Jokic with the assist. He has 6 points. Really saw that one coming for Gordon. That's a great feed off for Jokic. And he's really watching his playing game. He really doesn't have the right choice to be, but he found the right answer. Gordon with the block. But Harden will get a 3-pointer after a rejection here. That bit of rebound here, and it looks like that Harden was able to show up, and that 3-pointer was definitely sick. Jokic will get a throwdown in. And he's right into it in the middle. That'll be another throwdown on the dunks for the Denver Nuggets. This Mile High team is really like impossible, showing us it's on the stoppage. There's no way to like try and grab out of it. Jump up for the Harden. That rolls in and out. Almost would have had that pointer in to make a close game. He's off to Murray. Murray swings to Gordon. Gordon. Watch again to Braun. Braun switches over, now finding to Murray. Murray needs some flop steps. 5 to shoot. Here's Gordon for the 3. Rebounded by Jokic. 10 seconds to shoot. Gordon needs to do some net exchange. Needs some flip motion. Time is running down. Try to get over it, and that ball's knocked out of his hands. It's stolen by Harden. Off to Leonard for 2. That's good! Number 2-pointer for the Clippers. It's a 50-36 game. They are trailing by 24. Timeout. Denver Nuggets. We're under 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. That really is going to make us feel wide open. He was not really sure how he was going to be able to handle that. And with not really what they all choose for, they really have been knocking it off since there was no contest to make it in. I'm not sure what's going on with that. They really are going to make that feel like you're not playing it out hard on your game like that before. They just really need some fixing of GPs, some suggestions. So, if you're looking forward in today's one for the SOB skit, we have a new one that's coming right on its way. And after Big Party Freakout, we have a next one that's right on the line. Trapped in some screens. Screen trap. That means where the screen gets regenerated, and this will be adding some collaborations with one of the students for some film. And for this point, we'll have some featuring with all of each ones that will be playing in for each scenes. Don't miss out. Screen Trap, that will be coming soon here for our next SOB skit. You may have noticed it before from a 1990s one, and he finally knows how to make the VHS one effects on his computer. But this time, he'll try to see what happens that goes back in the past to present. And hopefully the screen will resolve to change it often. Don't miss out. Screen Trap, coming soon. Leonard with Batum and Eubanks is back on the court after Eubanks checks in for Zubac's. Murray's checked out as Westbrook checks back in. Porter Jr. in the corner 3. That's good, and a corner range shot. He has 11 points. This is what happens with Michael Porter Jr. He's really on a flow. Make that step in count. Westbrook. And as will be a reaching foul on Braun. That will be his first. And a first team foul for Denver Nuggets. 4:16 remaining in the third quarter. They still have a lot of time to get there. They need some scoring drops. Looks like they haven't found anybody yet. Here's Leonard with the chance. Step back for 2. And that one gets it in for Kawhi Leonard. 53-38. As this will be James Harden with the assist. Westbrook switches over to Porter Jr. Looks over to Westbrook. Westbrook slides back. Again to Braun. Braun steps it in. Fades. Looks over to Westbrook. From the free throw line. That rolls off the rim. Rebounded by Dunn, and now here's Harden with the ball. Knocked out. This will be out of bounds, and that will be a last touch on Harden. It will be switched over to Nuggets ball. 2 players are checked in, as Leonard and Dunn are checked out. As Bogdanovich and Coffey are checked back on the court. Only 3:40 remaining in the third quarter. Here's Westbrook, and he gives it to Porter Jr. Right toward the middle, around Coffey with a drive, makes it in. The quarter from out of the force jumping in with some newer head coach in. And there was no applications from Jokic, but he really is showing off his Serbian player to make that one a little star comparison with Boban Bogdanovic. When he really makes it in there, it's just really easy enough for Jokic. He had a better scoring drought than Boban Bogdanovic. He was better than to be a legendary player almost entirely, but his superstar player is definitely not the one that you wanted to be, but you have to be a legend. You have to show it off like you can definitely be it on. And I know that Jokic is definitely drafted in since 2017. That was the first part of the game, and he really showed it off. Then he really sets it in, as he really had shown a cross from anybody. They'll have to know that better.
if anything, is going to make him feel for Jokic and Bogdanovic with their own challenge.
You feel like that's what happens with Jokic? It's the Joker.
2:30 remaining in the third. Here's Gordon. Now you'll give it over to Porter Jr. again. Bounce pass. Gordon. Over Eubanks. That misses. Rebounded by Jokic. Westbrook in corner. Setting a screen for Jokic. And a give over to Jokic. What a dish off. That was Russell Westbrook with the assist. 6 points in the game. It's in the books.
Really had to see that dish off that soon.
That'll be a Nuggets foul on the Westbrook. That'll be a reach. His second personal. Ben Simmons and Jones Jr. check back in for James Harden and Batum. Just about 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter as we're nearing down the end of the third. This place is definitely like everybody's been unstoppable with that. Without the Avalanche, it feels like the Nuggets are a better team to be playing in.
Yeah, I would believe so. I mean, I felt like that Nuggets are definitely showing up. I think they had more focused attention with that. And I think the Avalanche would have been the same thing in Ballerina. But unfortunately with the Avalanche, they're already out of here. And they're missed their second round in the playoffs. Looks like they won't be able to come back in again.
Here's Watson. Settle in with a drive. Good take, but this one is off the mark. Ben Simmons with the ball. Has it again to Bogdanovic. Chance in middle. Jones Jr. scoops and drives, and this will be 59-42. Every Clippers on the field goal range is trying to be higher quite sometimes. 55 was in third quarter to have it all. Yeah, it looks like that they've really been doing so well. They did a great job setting up some big passes. That's why the coaches definitely try to let the players do. Change it off. Westbrook getting LeBron through the shoot. With the 2. Bryant makes another 2. That'll be 13 points in the game. Under a minute remaining in the third. Ben Simmons against Westbrook. Jones Jr. from outside. Coffee. With the change. Goes over to Simmons. He knocks it off with a drive and then he slams it up with one hand in the middle. Pat Painter's definitely going to make that unbelievable. He's really not showing it off anybody. Watson outside. He'll give it again to Westbrook. Westbrook. Pass to Braun. 30 seconds remaining in the third. Gives the pass to Sarge. Sarge. Fades. Back to Westbrook. In the corner 3. Great defensive here for the Simmons. And only 20 seconds remaining in the third. Off to Bogdanovic. In the middle. The drive. Good for Bogdanovic. A lot of defensive breakdowns coming in action. But they're really not showing it off. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what they're doing. It looks like they just have to keep working it off. Braun. For the buzz beater. And he will knock it in. That will be the end of the third quarter. 64-48 to score. Nuggets. 1 more quarter left to remain, and then they will take the lead series 3-2. We'll be back after this break. Don't go anywhere. We've got the one last quarter remaining on 2K Sports. Be back soon after this. And a moment now to reveal the State Farm assist of the game. I'm really glad about that. That State Farm playing a drive is going to be one of the Nuggets players. You see what happens with Murray. You got a good set, good feed, and then Braun. You have that perfect alley-oop and an attempt, and this foul was just a quick start for Christian Braun to get through. Quick in range. Quick in range. Definitely what happens with Christian Braun. Good try. We're down to the final quarter. Hope you're having fun with us. And if you're joining us right now, we've got the last quarter ready. Along with my broadcast partner here and we're about to finish off the fourth quarter in Game 5. Here's Harden. He's with on done. And it's Simmons in point guard position in center. Leonard from power forward. And Derek Jones Jr. in small forward position. Murray. Watson will start the 3. That will be ranged in and out. The rebound puts on for Leonard. Leonard pass to Dunn. Dunn for 2. That misses again. Rebounded by Jokic. And he'll swing it over to Christian Braun. Braun finds to Watson. Watson, tough shot, but he couldn't make it in. That's a great defensive use for Dunn, as he'll now give it to Harden. Leonard for three. That's missed again. Rebounded for Jokic. He gets his 11th rebound of the night. Murray against Harden. The pass over to Braun. Braun. Murray. Again to Watson. Up and overhead pass to Jokic. Jokic finds it off. Knocked by Dunn. And here we go. The fast breaks on for Dunn with the alley-oop. Oh, Ben Simmons! He missed the alley-oop pass. And he messed that one up. No time wasting down. I mean, that's really what the bad communication is. This is not turning like it always did. And that ball was just loose. That flying right out of his hand. After a turnover for the Nuggets, here are some new groups here for the Clippers. Allen and Zubac are checked in. And for the Nuggets, Braun and Watson checked out as Braun is out. Porter Jr. and Gordon are checked in. Here's Kawhi Leonard. Trying to look for another scoring drive. Lost the ball. Porter Jr. gets it. Here comes Murray for the finish. The try makes it in for Murray. He gets his second bucket in the game. That blue arrow is going to fly by downtown. Right to the overcourt. Timeout given for the LA Clippers with only 6:24 remaining in the fourth. Looks like this is the fanfare packed afterward. We're really showing off that big. And as for our next part of the game, we will have our first look range. As you'll be seeing the first two in option. The first two that we'll be seeing things in the second round will have a first look in the Eastern and Western Conference. You may have noticed that before the last postseason, the Celtics knocked down the Nets and knocked down the Knicks. They've really been pushing off their boundary up. Then, with a big take in, there'll be a rematch here to start Game 1 in Boston. Following along with the next game here for our next one in the Western Conference matchup, there'll be a win-off between the Warriors or the Lakers, and they'll be playing against the Timberwolves of Minnesota. That'll be our next game. Keep your eyes on the coverage on the other side. This is what happens with this kind, so we're about to be seeing what's going on. Well, I believe that they might be doing this at the right time, so I'm not sure if that will be my thing. I think Warriors and the Wolves might be the next matchup. I think that's going to be a big one here, starting off in Golden State. Well, let's see what happens with that. I can't wait now. I can't wait. Let's hope this one makes it up. New groups on the court here, as now this will be a new change here for the Nuggets. And so have a man-to-man defense. Watching Dunn. Westbrook on him. And he'll get a slip on a legal screen. That'll be an offensive foul on the Clippers. Changes over now to the Nuggets ball. That's a foul. You're not doing this right. That legal screen is going to cause some rejection afterwards. They really are going to turn it off the bat and get it. Murray has to get to Westbrook. Westbrook pass to Porter Jr. Porter Jr. gives the pass to Westbrook, now finds Murray. Murray gives to Westbrook. Westbrook looks over to Porter Jr. Toward the middle, drives it in the dunk. He knocked out one of that on the Zubac, and he was not seeing it how it's going to make. That's really what they were expecting to do. Porter Jr. was really like giving all the energy that he wanted. And misses again. Jokic with a rebound. 5:48 remaining in the fourth quarter as Jokic will have his 13th rebound of the night. Here's Gordon with the ball. Has it again to Murray. Murray switches over to Zubac. Westbrook again to Jokic. Jokic around Zubac. Bucket one. That'll be Jokic with number 2. And the foul's on Zubac. How did that Joker get in there? That's like a big drive, and I was really not seeing that one playing in by. Jokic heading to the free throw line, shooting 1. The Serbian player is making the next free throw in as he has 8 points, looking for 9. 70-46 is the score. Largest lead of the night. And you'll get a drop in for the 2. Harden needs to find a regroup here so they can get a close game. And there'll be a reach on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his 3rd personal and the first team foul for Nuggets.
First team foul.
Batum's checked back on with Norman Powell as now Patty Mills is checked in the court, subbing in for Harden. And as for the Nuggets, The finishing will put it in as Kankar will change it up as Gordon is finished for the night. And as Patty Mills will get his first layup drive, he'll get his first bucket in for the playoffs. Well, I've never seen Patty Mills afterwards. I mean, it looks like that's a great drive, and I'd really like to see more. He gets it off to Porter Jr. Porter Jr. Westbrook has it again to Murray. Murray pass to Westbrook. Off to Porter Jr. Gives again to Westbrook. Westbrook around Mills. The drive went too strong, and Westbrook will never miss here. Leonard pass to Patty Mills. Mills with the pass again to Leonard. Leonard finds Zubac. In right toward middle, trying to go back. Right toward range, the finish drive will put it on, and it's rebounded by Jokic, and he'll send it over to Kankar. He gets his 14th rebound for Jokic. How do you like that?
Not my feeling. I mean, I would have liked Jokic with that great rebound. I mean, that would be excellent.
Done. Loses effort. Patty Mills back out on your wing. Setting a screen for the two. For the two. Never gets here for the Clippers. Kankar's got his first rebound in, and he'll have it again to Westbrook. Here's the finish. And it goes right around Zubac. He'll get another free throw down for the Nuggets.
Oh, that's like unbelievable for Russell Westbrook.
He was making that finish. Look on top. Now the Westbrook Mile High and the team are going to make it clear to get that leadoff series. And the foul will be on Denver. That will be Jamal Murray's first personal and his second team foul. Leonard, Dunn, and Zubac are checked out. Coffey, Eubanks, and Bogdanovich are checked in. Nuggets with some new group change. Kankar is checked out. And checking back on court is Sarge. Batum gives it to Patty Mills. Batum. The three for Bogdanovich. He'll drop it in. That'll be another three-pointer for the Clippers. You know, what they said now for Bogdanovich, he's really like giving it all what he did. And with that big drive on a three, it's not easy for them to like score it. Bogdanovich needs to get some regrouping in. There's no change-up, and you can do it offensively at the same time. Porter Jr. Ball's tipped. Jokic with the ball. One hand for Jokic. He has 11 points in the game.
How does he make that one-hander? I don't see anything that's going to change up like that.
Wow! Here comes Jokic. Jokic will slow it down. Now finds Murray. Murray gives him time here. Now finding the Porter Jr. Final 3 minutes in the fourth quarter as Murray will have the finish. They drive and he's fouled. That'll be Coffey with his first personal foul and their second team foul for Los Angeles. Just 3 minutes in the fourth. Blue arrow heading to the free throw line, shooting two.
Murray's been like the biggest effort. I've always seen the drive afterward.
And what they all have to stand up for, Jamal Murray is making a great playoff record at the same time. Murray drops the first one in. Now with some new groups here, Kawhi Leonard and Zubac are checked back in, along with James Harden. They'll make the final five finish off with final 3 minutes. And as for the rest of the other teams, Westbrook's checked out, and back on the court is Braun and Gordon. Murray will finish one free throw left. And basically his playoff record is now 46 wins and 33 losses. He's been playing it really great.
The blue arrow could definitely only be one.
We'll make the finish out drive impressiveness. Here's Dunn with the ball. Right toward middle. Slice back. Pass to Leonard. Outside Coffey for three. And he'll knock it in time as Jokic will handle his own rebound. And he'll have his 15th. Jokic will swing it off. Now finds to Murray. Murray swings to Braun. Braun gives to Porter Jr. The give and go to Braun. Braun. Chance for a slight step and a three up for Porter Jr. That missed again. Braun with the rebound again to Porter Jr. Here's Gordon with the drive. Up and in. What a fancy layup for Gordon. He has 8.
Not that time, and I need left to see. Fancy drive is making it impress to anybody.
Harden gives it to Dunn.
2 minutes.
The pass to Zubac. Double man on him. Double team. Leonard for 3. That's off the rim and rebounded by Porter Jr. He has a 6th rebound, and this will give to Gordon again. Gordon switches back to Porter Jr. He'll now switch it over to Murray. One group change. And here's Gordon. Right to the middle for the try. Knocked him out by the defensive player, and this one goes back to Harden. Here's Leonard. The drive cut. Can't get it to go. That one does not go in the rim and gets in the net. That one is outside. Jokic with the ball now finds LeBron. LeBron passes to Murray. Murray to Jokic for the finish. Good drive, and he got the other 2-pointer. And that's Murray with the assist. Jokic got 13 points. Final minute in the fourth quarter. And now they're chanting BLA. Coffee in the corner. Lost the ball, and Zubac will able to slam it in. Coffee with the assist. Just 54 seconds. Murray. Give again to Gordon. Gordon switches over to Murray. Murray switches back to Gordon. Gordon over again to Bron. 39 seconds remaining. He gives back to Gordon. For the finish. Double step, and he makes it in. 10 points for Gordon. 30 seconds remaining in the fourth. Leonard with the ball. He makes another drag. And a foul. This will dump it in and 1. Braun with his second personal and a 13 foul for Denver. Final substitutions for the Clippers and for the Nuggets as 2 players are checked in. Now this will be Zubac checking out, and checking back in will be Batum and Bogdanovic. Coffee with Ben Simmons. Nuggets making new changes here. Braun, Gordon, and Jokic checked out as Westbrook, Sarge, and Najee are checked in.
This is the big finish of the season afterwards, and it looks like that Clippers really are giving it all that they can. They're not sure how this will happen, but it looks like they will have to just meet them again in Game 6. It's going to be back in Los Angeles, so get ready to prepare for yourself. And it might be only one team left. Murray with the ball. He has it again to Westbrook. And he now has a screen given. For the finish to Najee with the last pointer. And that'll be missed again, and that will do it. Nuggets with the win, 83-56 is your final score. They take the lead, 3-2 series. What a night. And as being said, this Mile High team is up and breaks the chain of series. It's so now a 3-2 series game. Well, it all happens to be one. Mile High makes a fancy win to choose it all.
And now sending it over to the center court is Ali LaForce.
Nicola, congratulations on the win. What does a win like this say about your team?
I mean, we are looking for each other. We are fighting. When we start playing like we're supposed to play, we are really good. So hopefully we're going to continue to play like this.
Thanks, Nicola. Back to you guys.
All right, Ali, thank you very much. And now about wraps it up, folks, for the second game of the playoffs. Along with center court of Ali LaForce, and along with ballpoint pen and gangsta, I'm Boomer. Thank you all for watching for the second game of the playoffs. You've been watching the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. See you next time. Alright guys, thank you very much. The Denver Nuggets are back in the series. It's a 3-2 lead off for Denver. If they win again, they'll be moving on to face against the winning team against the OKC Thunders. This one has been an absolute standout that they've been doing it for. And with all they had, they never could have got a job with that.
Of course they do. Here's what I did with the total statistics. 61 for the Denver Nuggets on the field goals, 27 3-pointers for Los Angeles Clippers, and it was 100% free throws for Denver Nuggets, only 9 fast break points for Los Angeles Clippers, 56 and 8 points in paint and second chance points for Denver, and it was 30 bench points for Los Angeles. Not really sure what's going on here, but it seemed like that bench points may have to just do for Nuggets again. 31 assists here for Denver Nuggets with only 8 offensive rebounds and 28 defensive rebounds. 5 steals were already broken out, and there's 2 blocks. Look how they did.
They just couldn't get this one going. And they only 6 turnovers with 10 points off, but it was 3 team fouls for Los Angeles Clippers with only 8 dunks. 30 biggest lead here for Denver Nuggets, and finally, 1947 was a time of possession. They didn't really think they were going to need that help. Not always. But it's always that they need to do for it, and Denver Nuggets have to try to find a way. They really have to show us everything off. They just get there. Through deep, faster, time is money. That is what we're looking for. Impossibility is an endless way to make it go. Now let's send off to the 3-star players of the game. Infamous, you're up. Alright, thank you very much. Time for 3-star players of the game. The 3rd-star player, as we're giving it off and over, is Nikola Jokic. He finishes off with 13 points, 16 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Only made 6 out of 9 field goal range, with only 15 performance effort and 1 dunk. He had made that Joker a finish for every quarters of the game. Then, the 2nd-star player of the game goes up to Christian Braun. He has finishly made his own timing ability with a great change, and he doesn't really sure what he makes, but he just finally gets himself on to the 3-star players of the game for the first time. He gets 16 points with 3 rebounds, 4 assists with 7 out of 11 field goals, only 1 3-pointer, 26 performance effort, and only 1 dunk. He really showed it up what he really wanted to do, and he definitely did. And your 1st-star player of the game for the Denver Nuggets, it goes off with the 2K best play, Michael Porter Jr. He finishes with 17 points, with 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 8 out of 11 field goals, 1 3-pointers out of 3, 23 performance effort, and 1 dunk as he played for 26 minutes on court. Look how well he does. The fantastic finish makes it tricky, but not always. He makes that finish with the incredible drive. And that's it, folks. The first 2 play games are complete, and we'll be back in for our next part of the games in round number 2, as we're about to be finding out what's going to be in. The change-off is not always easy enough, but we're about to be seeing the next part of our drive, and we will see them in just a few moments. Coming up later tonight will be the Cavaliers and the Hawks, and then later tonight will be the Warriors against the Lakers at Crypto.com Arena. That'll be it, and with that being said, along with me, Infamous Beast, and Jay, thank you all for watching. We'll see you folks next time for as wild as the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. You've been watching this game, and we will see you all again for the next couple games. Take care, everybody, and so long in Mile High Denver Nuggets of Denver, Colorado. See you again for the next one. Thanks for watching.
If you don't, somebody will.